You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at sheldon.coach.
What if everything we thought we knew about safety was just interference? From the host of the Rated R Safety Show and the founder of Safety FM comes the complete signal transmission trilogy, now available in one powerful edition. Safety, in my opinion, the book that started the conversation. Safety Mutation, where the boundaries of culture, systems, and belief begin to break. And now, Safety Transmission, the final piece of the signal. For the first time, all 3 books are together in one volume. The Signal Transmission Trilogy, Complete Edition. This isn't just about compliance. It's about consciousness. It's about decoding the way we think, lead, and live, inside and outside the system. Whether you've been following the signal since the beginning or you're just now tuning in, this is the version to own. Search Signal Trilogy on Amazon or visit safetyfm.com to get your copy now.
You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at sheldon.coach.
What if everything we thought we knew about safety was just interference? From the host of the Rated R Safety Show and the founder of Safety FM comes the complete signal transmission trilogy, now available in one powerful edition. Safety, in my opinion, the book that started the conversation. Safety Mutation, where the boundaries of culture, systems, and belief begin to break. And now, Safety Transmission, the final piece of the signal. For the first time, all 3 books are together in one volume. The Signal Transmission Trilogy, Complete Edition. This isn't just about compliance. It's about consciousness. It's about decoding the way we think, lead, and live, inside and outside the system. Whether you've been following the signal since the beginning or you're just now tuning in, this is the version to own. Search Signal Trilogy on Amazon or visit safetyfm.com to get your copy now.
Let's start using cutting-edge warp speed 5G technology with your cell phone. Let me tell you about my friends at mobilemobile.io. They have an ultra-fast 4G LTE and 5G network that covers 99% of Americans. So they've got you covered everywhere. Think about it for a moment. You have the opportunity to take a test drive for 10 days with unlimited talk, text, and premium data. What is premium data? Premium data is an allotment of a cellular data that you receive from a higher priority on the network. You won't get throttled like you will with some of those, non-brand service providers. To find out more information, all you have to do is go to mobilemobile.io. That's mobilemobile.io to start your 10-day free trial.
This show is brought to you by Safety FM. The Jay Allen Show is streaming now on safetyfm.live.
Well, hello and welcome to this Tuesday edition of The Jay Allen Show. We are coming to you live from the Safety FM studios in Orlando, Florida. Today's Tuesday, July the 14th. Well, I hope everything's going fantastic in your neck of the woods. You are having a grand time and things are starting to go back to normal, whatever you want to deem that to be. Anyways, today, want to talk to you a little bit about some things going on inside of this multiverse of ours. So today on the show, we have Lisa Brookes and Jim Frederick from ORCHSE. During today's conversation, we'll be having a brief discussion about Hop Summit 2021, scheduled for January the 12th through the 14th of 2021 in Houston, Texas. So without much further ado, let's proceed forward with this conversation with Lisa Brookes and Jim Frederick. Well, hello and welcome to the show. So as we both have been on at some point or another, so I normally don't do any kind of formal intros, but I figured we would sit here and talk about the 2021 Hop Summit, being as the name had to change because of everything going on. So tell me the new world and what it looks like.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work, and actually it was originally supposed to be, I think, 2 weeks ago now, 2 or 3. And so, when that week came and went, it was kind of austere. We're like, wow, this is when we were supposed to have the Hop Summit. So, but now we're set for January, but the pandemic continues to put a question mark on some things, and we will be sure as an organization to pay attention to all the signals and do the right thing by the attendees and speakers. So
let me ask the question, because of course you bring it up. The pandemic has changed a little bit as we're seeing things, and we're noticing, of course, that Texas, Arizona, and Florida are becoming, we'll say, the epicenter of some of it currently. And of course, with the summit being planned to be in Texas, are you debating of potentially turning it virtual, or is that something you're trying to avoid for the time being?
We really hope that we can hold a face-to-face meeting. But we are considering all options. We are open to options of virtual, combined virtual, even once again, moving the date. But our commitment is to hold the 2021 Hop Summit and, if at all possible, be in person or face-to-face, or at least part of it face-to-face.
No, I chuckled when you said the 2021 because I practiced saying that 2020 Hop Summit so many times. That's why I chuckled at that. So it'll be interesting. And then I was playing around with the website before we got on our call, and I was noticing there's quite a few speakers. So I'm a little bit confused. Are all the speakers listed going to be at the event? Is that the plan? Or am I looking at everyone who's been there all across the board since day one?
No, you're looking at the actual speakers. So those speakers that are listed are speaking. There's also up on the site is those that are supporting it are the program committee. But I would guess that the program committee, I haven't counted, but probably 2/3 of them are also presenting. And if they're not presenting, they're facilitating some of the sessions. So yeah, pretty much everyone you see has a major role in the 2021 HOP Summit.
Well, I mean, and this would be the opportunity, if you don't mind, if you can share with some of the speakers that are actually out and about, and are they going to be doing sessions in particular, or are they mostly speeches, or what exactly is the plan?
Good question. So I did some calculations before I joined you here today, and we have 40 educational sessions planned, varying in length from 1 hour to 2 hours. And some of them are more lecture type, but in every case, we have significant time dedicated to Q&A. Some of them are workshops. Some of them are group problem-solving brainstorming sessions. So we have a little mix of every. Some are panels where it's short little introductions and then Q&A by the audience and interaction. So we have a little bit of everything planned.
Now, will you have anything related to like a general session where you'll have a Q&A as well, or what's the plan there? I haven't been to one, so I apologize about the naivety in regards to the question, but I just want to make sure that I have a clear understanding, and so does the audience.
Absolutely. So we have 3 plenary sessions planned, and some of the featured speakers for the plenary sessions include Todd Conklin, David Payne, who is an executive from Chevron. We have one of the plenary sessions where both David Woods from Ohio State University and Chris Henson from NASA will be presenting. And then the third day, the plenary session, it's really focused on psychological safety, so a different side. And there we have Martha Acosta and Lauren Mooney, both speaking. So each of the plenary sessions kind of have a little bit different focus, with that second one being more the HRO resilience engineering focus. The first one, with Todd, who better to kick off any kind of event and get people fired up and really open people's eyes and minds to get ready for learning. And then we have an executive, and we're hoping to also have someone representing labor to kind of kick off and say everyone's perspective is important. We're all in this together.
No, and it's amazing the amount of people, number one, that you're having. The sessions themselves, the planetary sessions that you're referencing to, I love the diversity on how you're doing the different things depending on the particular day. And I'll tell you, I love hearing about the psychological safety side as well, because that's something that's really, we're putting a lot of emphasis as of late, and you're hearing a lot of conversations behind it. So why did you decide to go with the 2 speakers that you referenced, Martha Acosta and, did you say Laura Mooney? I'm sorry. Lauren Mooney, sorry.
And, honestly, we have a fabulous program committee that we're working with. It's 20 individuals that represent all different organizations, in addition to ORCHSE. And we worked with them, and they came back with these recommendations. We did a little research digging in, and they have different but complementary information to share on psychological safety. And we thought that this was an important topic, like you said, to kind of round out the conversation. We really, our goal is to provide all different perspectives, all different topics, with a theme of from principles to practice. So that's really our theme, and that's what we really say hang our hat on, is that we really have a diverse group of speakers that will share experiences and an expertise about converting from principles to practice. It won't be lecture sessions just in this high level theory, but how do you take that and do something with it?
So Lisa, what exactly will your session be about, being as you're going to be a presenter there?
Well, I will be part of a group talking about HOP and FSI prevention, or fatal and serious injury prevention. For sure. I'm also helping with the pre-HOPS summit educational session on fundamentals. So if someone is coming to the summit and they are really, really early or just starting their HOP journey, then they can get some fundamental information. And that's on the Tuesday morning for 4 hours before the Hop Summit officially kicks off. So I'll be part of that session, and I'll be helping facilitate a few others.
Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to the home of real safety talk.
You're listening to Safety FM. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of not being able to reach the people inside of your organization? What if there's a better approach? What if you could contact them in a click of a button? Here at Safety FM, we can assist you reach your team via podcast. How about setting up a private podcast for just you and your team members? We will cover topics that are important to you and your company. Visit safetyfm.com. That's safetyfm.com and click on services for more information about your own private podcast. Safety FM, a safety-focused moment venture.
And we are back on the Jay Allen Show on Safety FM.
So when you say the pre-hop session, how far down the journey should a person normally be if they're going to come to the HOP 2021 summit? What would you say? Can they start off as, I just heard about this the week before? Would that be something if they go to that Tuesday session?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's exactly what the Tuesday session is designed for, is to, if people have heard of it, they know they want to learn more, they can come in and take that 4-hour course, and then they'll get take full advantage of all the sessions that are being offered. I will say, however, that even if someone can't make that Tuesday morning session and they are brand spanking new to human and organizational performance, they can still design an agenda for themselves that they will get tons of information out of. In fact, every session is being identified as either targeting those early in their HOP journey, really those who are very mature in their HOP journey, or really open to everyone, or targeting everyone. Because there are a lot of conversations that it doesn't matter where you are in your HOP journey, but you can learn and gain value from it. So we've really tagged each of the sessions for which audience it targets.
So you'll have we'll say different paths that someone can go down then.
Absolutely. They can build their agenda, and there'll be paths that really are targeted more for those very mature and those early and those in between. So you can make design a program that's best for you and where you are in your journey and where your organization is in its journey.
Now, I have to tell you, I've been on several calls with Jim, and I have never heard him this quiet before. Jim, are you still there?
I am, Jay. I'm enjoying you and Lisa having this conversation. But I think, as you can see from the variety of speakers and presenters and the number of breakout sessions that she's described, is we're really hoping that this meeting is able to happen in person, because that's where the value will really come to folks. They'll have such an opportunity to interact with so many different participants as well as the leaders of those sessions. And while we may, because of everything going on, be put into a shoebox and have to do some things virtually, we'll still do our best with that. But we're really hoping to have this whole event happen in person and have a whole lot of your listeners attend.
No, and to take a look at what you have to offer with the amount of speakers that you and Lisa are referencing that are coming across on this thing, I am just really impressed. To be honest with you, when I first went to it, I was like, oh, this is just the group of speakers that they've had all across. I did not realize this is everything that you're having in one place, which is fantastic. Now, you are speaking, Jim, at one of the sessions. What is your conversational speech?
Yeah, so if the session that I'm working on is going to be with another presenter, but we're going to be focusing on some of the attributes of human and organizational performance that have been integrated into the relatively new ANSI Z10 Occupational Safety and Health Management Systems Standard, and how HOP and management systems interact and have a lot of connectivity, and both can benefit from being in the same environment in workplaces and within an organization.
Oh, very nice. Now, I have to ask, Jim or Lisa, whoever wants to take it, do people need to be afraid of the Texas winter? It would be my next one.
Coming from Iowa, I would say you should embrace the Texas winter.
Well, Houston winters.
Well, I have to ask, of course, coming from Florida, anything below like 65 is cold to me. So I have to ask, of course.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because negative 65 is something that's not unheard of here with wind chill, mind you.
So let me ask the question, of course. So the people that had purchased tickets for the HOP Summit 2020, will these automatically convert over to the HOP 2021 Summit then, if they're interested?
Yes.
Absolutely. We've communicated with everyone who had registered for the June 2020 date of the HOP Summit, and we have let them know that their tickets, so to speak, or their registration has been transferred to the January 2021 date. And honestly, we only had one person say, darn it, that date doesn't work for us. So people have been really very supportive of the change in date. As with the speakers, we had to reconfirm every single one of those speakers. And we're talking on the order of 50 plus folks, because several of the sessions have multiple presenters. And without exception, they said, yeah, I can make that work. So we've been overjoyed with the flexibility of both the attendees that had already registered, as well as the speakers.
So let me, of course, continue down the path. So with people that are not familiar, and I'm sure that there's few and far between, with the ORCHSE, what exactly does the organization do?
Well, we are a health, safety, and environment networking and services firm. So we run 9 networks across the globe in which we get the representatives of our member companies, which is between 110, 120 member companies. We get their health and safety leaders together to share best practices or effective practices. I don't always like that term, best practices, but share effective practices that are working in their organizations. We bring in thought leaders from outside organizations, from other industries, from universities, from even consultants. We bring them in to share and talk about what's the next best, greatest thing that's happening in the field. So basically, our job is to help all 110, 120 of our member companies on their continuous improvement journeys within their companies related to everything health, safety, and environment. So we also bring in regulators, because no matter what, regulations do play a part in health, safety, environmental programs. So we have an open dialogue with regulators. So we have conversations. We make sure our members are up to speed on what's coming down the pike, so to speak. So we're all about helping both our member companies and really the discipline as a whole continue to advance.
So if there's an organization or a company, better saying, that's out there that's interested in joining the group, what would they need to do?
Well, the first thing I would recommend is to visit the website, which is orchse.com. And there's all kinds of information on that website. There's discussion of each of the 9 networks. And the networks target either a region, like I personally lead our network that is in the EU. I also am one of the leaders of our network that is dedicated to the West Coast, because, the West Coast does everything in their own way. So we have our flagship OSH group, but you can learn about the different networks. We also have networks dedicated to particular topics, like we have the Corporate Health Directors Network. So we're dedicated to really the medical side of occupational health. And then we have one that targets more executives. So the EBIF group is called Executive Business Issues Forum. So it targets the vice presidents and or directors of EHS in our member companies. Whereas I would say our other networks target the safety leaders and directors, and the vice presidents do attend, but generally vice presidents, their discussions are a little bit more strategic. And so that EBIF network really focuses around what their challenges are day to day. Now, the West Coast that I run, we have a mix of people that are corporate health and safety leaders, business health and safety leaders, region health and safety leaders, And then even some that have responsibilities for single sites, but they might be larger single sites. So they're a little bit closer to where the work gets done. So our conversations are a little bit different. So it's just, I have to say personally, I, worked for 3 different large manufacturing companies in health safety before joining ORCHSE agency. And it is so much fun getting to work with the top thought leaders in 110 different companies. I am learning new things from new people every day. It really is just a blast.
Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to the home of real safety talk.
You're listening to Safety FM. We'll be right back.
Hey, Jay, just wanted to tell you I have a new book, and it seems kind of timely. Although I didn't write it for a global pandemic, and by the way, this is my first one, it seems to have lots of legs on this topic. The book's called When the Worst Accident Happens, and it's a field guide to understanding how to begin a restorative process of responding to a horrible event. That book is available now on Amazon. I think you'd like it. Tell all your friends.
And we are back on the Jay Allen Show on Safety FM.
And it's pretty interesting to see overall where these 9 different networks go into. I mean, you even go as far in as to going into legal issues, which is something that most organizations don't even talk about. So I love that the network actually even goes that deep in.
You're absolutely right. We have one network that meets twice a year that's dedicated to EHS legal issues. So absolutely. So it really is fun. I'm learning new things from both our members, but also my colleagues every day.
No, and I would imagine just being able to be part of the different networks and being able to see the different things, people are able to really go from smaller to larger companies to really understand what are the different pain points, which is always a good thing, especially if you're an up-and-coming company, to understand what some of the larger companies are running into.
Absolutely. And the one thing that all of our member companies have in common is that they are all committed to getting better, to doing the right thing by their employees and by the environment. So we know we have a common purpose. So it just leads to fantastic discussions.
So let the listeners know exactly when's the date, what's the price point, and all that fun stuff for them to be on task on what they need to do next.
You got it. Okay, so the 2021 HOP Summit is currently scheduled for January 12th through the 14th down in Houston, Texas. It'll be held at the Westin Houston Memorial City. So it's just on one side of Houston. The official summit will start at 1 p.m. on that Tuesday the 12th. And the sessions will finish at 12:30 on Thursday the 14th. But as I mentioned earlier, if you're interested, if you're newer in your HOP journey, and you'd like to attend a 4-hour fundamentals course, Introduction to Human and Organizational Performance, you can come in and take that class Tuesday morning from 8 to 12. And also at the same time, we're offering a 4-hour class on learning teams. So, and that'll be led by Bob Edwards and Andrea Baker, who are probably the foremost masters at facilitating learning teams. So there'll be a 4-hour sessions on learning teams at the same time. So even if you've been at HOP for a while, or even have been implementing learning teams, but want to learn more and from the experts, I would recommend considering taking that session. In terms of,
I think I know them. I might be familiar with them.
Just a little, right? The hop. So in terms of price point, you asked about price point. So if you register in the early registration period and you're staying at the host hotel, the price can be as low as $800. Regular registration then goes up to $900, or $950. So what happens is you get a $50 discount if you stay at the host hotel. So it's $850 and $950 early registration, regular registration. You get $50 off if you stay at the host hotel. So depending upon when you register, it can be $800 if you register the day of. You just show up and register. We'll still take you. Then the registration is $1,000. So.
Okay, and then just out of curiosity, for traveling purposes, is it closer to bush or closer to hobby?
It is closer to. It's the main airport, so
we'll go with bush then, because hobby's kind of like the
bush.
smaller. Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, believe me, your guess was as good as mine. I figured I would just ask.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, so I knew it's the main one, so excellent.
Okay, so is there anything else that you would like to cover with them, just to be on the safe side?
Well, yes. So first of all, I do want to thank our sponsors. So we have 14 sponsors, 2 platinum, 3 silver, 9 bronze, that are all supporting us. They're all different organizations that are participating and sending folks to the summit. And I want to do a call out to them. And then we also have 9 promotional sponsors, of course, which FM Safety is one of them, who are helping us get the word out about this event. So I do want to say a huge thank you to both the promotional sponsors as well as the other financial sponsors, and they're listed on the webpage. So I would be remiss if I didn't mention those. And I guess I would like to just highlight a couple things that might be unique to this summit or this event on human and organizational performance, and new, and what's different about this one compared to, say, the one we held in 2018. So first of all, again, to emphasize, this is really focused on from principles to practice. And the HOP Summit, this will be the 6th one, I believe. This will be the 5th HOP Summit. And all of them have really been focused on application, on implementation, on deployment. But we're continuing that theme, and that's really, really important. What's new this time is that when the HOP Summit originally started, it was really focused on those folks who were already in their HOP journey. And so people who were doing it, learning from other people doing it. This is open to everyone, no matter where you are in your journey. And ORCHSE, we took over the title sponsorship in 2018. And we felt that it was really, really important to have not only a place where people who were well in their journey to talk with other practitioners, but for those who wanted to get in on human organizational performance and start improving their systems and organizations, we felt like it was important to open it up. And so in 2018, we had 2 back-to-back events, one targeting those mature, one targeting those early. This time we said, let's mix everyone, because those mature can still learn from those early. And certainly those early can learn from those mature. And you can build your own track, build your own agenda. And we have built in ample time for networking. So we have a networking reception. We have longer lunches. We built in time where people can get to know others. And we hope that they continue their conversations far after the HOP Summit ends. So I would say, though, that's a really important part of this, that we're getting all the people together and making sure we're offering this to anyone who wants to improve their systems and operations by learning more about human organizational performance. And one other unique thing this time, we added another track on high reliability organizations and resilience engineering. We didn't have a track dedicated to that before. We had maybe 1 or 2 sessions that you could argue were really met that criteria, but we have a whole track dedicated to high reliability organizations and resilience engineering. We felt that was very important as well. So that's some of the new things about this one. But it really is about getting people together who are doing this and learning from one another. It really is designed to be a learning event. And we love hearing from anyone planning to attend, who have attended in the past, that have information on how to make it more successful in that goal, in that objective.
So when someone signs up and they decide to go down the path, is there a track that's recommended to them? So this is here are the track options. Do they have to go to a track, or can they jump from session to session and kind of pick and choose as they want as well?
They can pick and choose however they want. Because honestly, some folks who are they've been doing it for several years, will see a topic that might be tagged as targeting early in your journey, and then may say, but that will add value to me. I really don't have that concept or that implementation strategy down solid. I want to learn more. And they can go to that session. So people can make up their agenda, their program, however they see fit. And each session will be tagged not only as advanced or say targeting those who are mature in their journey, early in their journey, or targeting all, but it'll also be, is this a discussion about organizational learning? Is this a case study? Is this a management leadership type session? Is it a session that really highlights the worker perspective? So all of the sessions are tagged, and they may have 3 tags because it may be a case study about organizational learning, targeting those early in their HOP journey. So you just look at the different tags and you build your program however you see fit. So,
and then, of course, I have to ask the question, is there going to be anything related to coronavirus or COVID-19 during any of the sessions?
That is a really good question. And the HOP program committee, HOP Summit program committee met 2 weeks ago, and we had that very conversation. Jim and I were talking. We said, you know what? When we had the June agenda, we had it pretty solid, right? We were just firming up things, writing descriptions, and then we had to move it to January. And we kind of moved the program as a whole from June to January. And in this last month, Jim and I were having conversations and saying, you know what? Perhaps we need to look at the agenda and see if, one, we should dedicate some sessions to how HOP can help with the pandemic, and or maybe some of the conversations and sessions that are already happening or scheduled can have a component of that discussion that addresses the pandemic and HOP. So absolutely, we are currently looking at our program and seeing where that might be of benefit and where we can incorporate concepts, because it's all about helping the practitioner. So we think that will help the practitioner.
Okay. Well, Jim and Lisa, I appreciate you both coming on. And of course, if anything changes or any update that comes about, please don't hesitate to contact us here to make sure that we can actually get it across to our listeners, of course. And we would love to have you on again closer to when the session's going to occur. If it be January or into December, and if anything gets pushed back, then we would love to have you on as well.
Absolutely. We'd love to come back. And thank you so much for having us join you here today.
Well, I appreciate the time.
Thanks so much, Jay.
Well, this brings another episode of the Jay Allen Show to an end. Hopefully you enjoyed our time today with Lisa Brookes and Jim Frederick. If you want more information about the 2021 HOP Summit, feel free to look in the podcast information and click on the link to get more info. Also, just to let you know about some things that are going on here at Safety FM, be on the lookout for a couple new shows heading our general direction. We'll talk about that a little bit more as we get closer. Also, if you're interested, on July 29th at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, we will be having a HOP 101 class. This is the fundamentals of human and organizational performance, conducted by yours truly, in a live virtual session. So if you want more information about that, go to safetyfm.io. You can sign right up right there for the class. And also, we are doing something out of the ordinary, where we are giving affiliate links out to our audience. So if you're interested in an affiliate link and you want to participate in helping us promote the event, this will give you the opportunity to assist and promote, and would give you the opportunity to generate some additional cash. We're giving 5% of every ticket for every ticket that's sold via your affiliate link. For more information, go to safetyfm.io. The other part, you don't even have to go to the class to help promote. Anyways, thank you for always being the best part of Safety FM, and that is the listener. Before I forget as well, if you want to know what's going on behind the scenes here at Safety FM, join our exclusive list at safetyfm.com. We also have some contests that we're always running. This month, we're giving away tickets to our HOP 101 class. Anyways, thank you for always coming around and hanging out with us here on The Jay Allen Show. This will bring this episode to an end. We'll be back before too long. Goodbye for now.
Want more of The Jay Allen Show? Go to safetyfm.com.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and its guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within this podcast are only examples. They should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the position of the company. No part of this podcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic, recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast, Jay Allen.
So, do you feel like you're missing out on what everyone is starting to do now, that live streaming thing, and you don't know where to start or what to do? I have the resource and the information to provide to you in regards on how you can stream onto 40 social media platforms all at one time. Yes, that's 40 social media platforms all at one time. All you'll need to do is go to safetyfm.com/1. That's safetyfm.com/1. That's ONE. So just in case. And you'll be able to start live streaming just like you're hearing people starting to do right now, up to 40 social media platforms.
You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way, the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at sheldon.coach.
What if everything we thought we knew about safety was just interference? From the host of the Rated R Safety Show and the founder of Safety FM comes the complete signal transmission trilogy, now available in one powerful edition. Safety, in my opinion, the book that started the conversation. Safety Mutation, where the boundaries of culture, systems, and belief begin to break. And now, Safety Transmission, the final piece of the signal. For the first time, all 3 books are together in one volume. The Signal Transmission Trilogy, Complete Edition. This isn't just about compliance. It's about consciousness. It's about decoding the way we think, lead, and live, inside and outside the system. Whether you've been following the signal since the beginning or you're just now tuning in, this is the version to own. Search Signal Trilogy on Amazon or visit safetyfm.com to get your copy now.
You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way, the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at sheldon.coach.
What if everything we thought we knew about safety was just interference? From the host of the Rated R Safety Show and the founder of Safety FM comes the complete signal transmission trilogy, now available in one powerful edition. Safety, in my opinion, the book that started the conversation. Safety Mutation, where the boundaries of culture, systems, and belief begin to break. And now, Safety Transmission, the final piece of the signal. For the first time, all three books are together in one volume. The Signal Transmission Trilogy, Complete Edition. This isn't just about compliance. It's about consciousness. It's about decoding the way we think, lead, and live, inside and outside the system. Whether you've been following the signal since the beginning or you're just now tuning in, this is the version to own. Search Signal Trilogy on Amazon or visit safetyfm.com to get your copy now.